I guess we've started.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I only realised last week when I was watching one of them, and I started going back through old episodes to find something. I can't remember what it was. I didn't realise that we've been doing this for like 10 weeks now. Like last week, we've been isolated doing these episodes.
Oh, wow.
We've done 10 of them. Like, I was like, it's only been like a month, maybe. Like, time is
just...
Yeah,
I'd say we've been on like 5. Time is zapping away.
This is number 11. And, we mentioned off air, we're galloping towards episode 200 now. And we might be stuck doing it like this.
Yeah, which will be... to be fair, it's kind of become okay, I think. Still prefer in person, but it's come a little bit more... Okay, I think we've gotten a bit more used to talking with a delay or whatever. But, still looking forward to getting back to normal.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out if there's something special to do for 200, because that definitely feels like a much larger milestone that we would have thought when we started.
Yeah.
Like 100 was like, 100 episodes would be crazy. But 200 episodes is pretty big when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like you said, 4 years before we started recording. Nearly 4 years.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Pretty insane.
Yeah.
Well, and as we always say, it's about 4 years anyway, because we started recording way before and lost a load of episodes when we started.
Yeah, so we'll have actually sat down to do the first one 4 years ago next month, in about 4 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Actually, it's May. It's mid-May, isn't it? It's probably around about now.
About now, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Started to be like, we'll be productive. And I've generally started now, 4 years ago, 4 years into it. I think I've kind of started to figure out something that'd be quite cool to do.
Yeah.
I actually tweeted today in an effort to be productive. So there's a tweet out there. It's just a stupid McDonald's insult. I think something about... because there's loads of newspapers are reporting that there's another 5 McDonald's drive-thrus opening today.
Oh, good.
Right. But people must be going fucking mental for it. But people always go mental for the chicken nuggets and I guess the chips that they do.
What?
Go crazy.
When you said they're reporting it, are they outraged about it?
No, they're thank God. They're reporting it as if a hospital's opening up.
There's a guy I worked with, and he ordered a KFC on Uber Eats today.
It's a mistake.
Spent £5.50 to get it delivered. It's it didn't cost £5.50. That's just I just need it.
KFC today.
Do you?
That's my measurement of enjoyment is chicken. Chicken from there. That specific chicken is what is opening the doorway to my enjoyment.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. It's just I've just known a lot of people who, that's their life is particular fast foods, Domino's or, Pizza Hut or KFC, McDonald's, and it just seems like that's the first. Yeah, that's you can't have a Happy Meal all your life. Do you know what I mean? That's you get a toy. You got a toy when you were a kid. You got a little burger, and you were kind of happy. And some people just stayed there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just do more.
Yeah. I think for some it's well, I can't go to the pub. There's still nothing I can really do, but this is a little sense of normality.
Going to McDonald's.
Maybe.
I could go to McDonald's.
Maybe.
I could have 24 nuggets that I'm going to pretend to share, but I won't.
Having fast food isn't a common thing for me. I say not common in the sense that it's not something I do every week. Some people have it every couple of days, which is fucking bizarre to me. But I guess for some people maybe it's part of a routine. Maybe. Well, it would have been a routine that they would have broken out of and felt better about, I think. You would hope so.
But for families with kids, sure, drive-through kids. Hooray, kids can get a good endorphin rush from it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just people are addicted to all the McDonald's-y stuff anyway. It's just a weird thing to witness sometimes. But yeah, people are celebrating it. It's like, all right, well, if it's for all the people who don't have COVID-19 at the moment, but still want to struggle to breathe, they're going to go eat a load of McDonald's. So have fun. I think there's something about you might as well do a conga in a care home or something like that. Wasn't very good, but I've tweeted it's progress. We're moving out into the real world. We're taking the blue pill. Did you hear the Matrix writer was pissed that Elon Musk said was such a playground scenario?
Oh.
Well, the writer of the Matrix got upset because Elon Musk came out and said take a red pill.
Take a red pill.
Fuck you, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Wachowski was just like, fuck Elon Musk. It's like, is this where we're at? Like,
are we adults? We're still adults.
Like, Elon Musk is clearly just a troll. Like, he just likes antagonizing people, but at the same time, like, it wasn't really an antagonistic thing that he said. It's just people like to get offended by everything.
Oh, it's the new alt-right secret code.
You can't reference that. That was in my movie. It was never meant to mean that.
Don't talk about my film.
All right, Mrs. Wachowski.
Whatever you say. Yeah. But yeah, you had a good week?
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been weird. Like good, but
okay.
So it's nothing major. I finished the job up. I started watching Afterlife, which I slept on for ages, but it's fucking great. The Ricky Gervais thing, but on Saturday I took
killed your wife.
No. I took all.
We'll start watching Afterlife. It's like, this dead wife life looks pretty good.
Yeah, the week's been a bit weird. Yeah. No, I finally went to like 0 nicotine on my vape, and it was so low before that I don't really notice that much. But there's just a slight edge on everything.
Your nicotine withdrawal has always been a bit of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, but like it's not as extreme as it was when I was quitting cigarettes. Like, because I've spent so long like just chipping down on the nicotine in the vape to next to nothing, that now having taken out that last little bit, it's just a slight. It's like having a fly in the room. It's not. It's annoying, but it's not like it doesn't make you want to kill people.
Yeah, just puts this. You're on edge, as you say.
Slightly.
Just a little bit, like just give me just a little bit. Just give me 2 seconds before I respond.
Yeah.
Okay, now what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, pretty much. But
I never got the nicotine in the vape stuff.
No.
But no, it just didn't work for me at all. And I'd rather I just go on. I've always been on the zero stuff. I just prefer it. But because I'm still not completely convinced that I never had any withdrawal symptoms from cigarettes really, or anything like that. I don't think it was the ritual that I really liked. So vaping kind of had enough of a simulation.
Yeah,
it was kind of all right. But people can get hooked on their drugs. I get it with sugar. Sugar's my drug. There you go.
Yeah.
You can give up bourbon biscuits quicker than I can.
Yeah.
You give and you get. Yeah. Yeah. Boring week mind as well. Again, just more of the same. More stuff going on. Although I did have to cancel a phone contract, which was strange. I was trialing a new contract for a Wi-Fi thing, and because of everything going on, all of the customer service centres are terrible.
Yeah.
As in, they're outsourced to remote work from home people in other countries. That just like it was a horrific experience, and the guy I was talking to, his name was Sad, so I had to cancel a contract with sadness, and it kept on being passive aggressive with me, and I was just like, can I just end my contract, please? It's like, of course you can. We'll just get some things started for you, and then 10 minutes would go by where nothing would be being said. the web chat would start to time out and want, are you finished? Like, no, I'm not finished. I'm waiting for Sadness to save me from my contract. So, yeah, little things, not little things you miss, but it's another weird thing where you go like, I understand that there's a weird fucking thing going on and everything's fucked, but this customer service experience could be much better. As in, like, I'm just saying things and then he's turning it into arguments. And I'm like, I just want to cancel my fucking contract.
Yeah.
Do it. And it's just like, oh, you know, why? I just do. Leave me alone. Oh, yeah, but for our records, we should... it's because of you. You have made me stop this. Leave me alone.
I started doing all that stuff by just calling the bank and telling them to stop paying them. Because I got sick of going round and round in circles with salesmen trying to upgrade me and be like, well, maybe we can do this, maybe we can. Like, no, I'm just going to go to my bank and tell them not to give you any more money and you can work it out.
Yeah, it's just that just be careful with that, because I believe that damages your credit score quite badly.
Maybe.
Because if you're contracted to a direct debit, I'm done with life. I don't need your credit shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one way to do it. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid with gym memberships. I'd be like, I'm going back to uni, I'm just cancelling this.
Yeah.
I got phoned from weird companies. Yeah. But yeah, so boring week trying to break up with Sadness. I did it in the end, but I've got to send them a package and I don't know where it's gone.
You got to what?
And they're like, oh, I've got to send back the device that they sent me to try, and like my sleeping pattern's all over the place, and trying to get to a post office during a pandemic to send something is like, I was just like, that's what I mean by bad customer service. I was like, they said, well, we're going to charge you if you don't return the device. And I was like, okay, how much are you going to charge me? Well, we don't know. So you don't know, you're just going to charge me an infinite amount of number.
Yeah, because if it's like...
Much? Well, it'll be fine. There'll be no complications, Mr. Snip. But what if there are? There won't. What if there are? You're going to pay... You're going to charge me money. Just how much? 20 quid, £200, £1,000?
Yeah.
Just let me know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, fun times.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Lots of news this week, so maybe we should start diving into it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you know, Canada, you know, Canadians.
I know of it.
Yeah, polite people.
Yeah.
You know, quite well-mannered, stereotypically. Would you like one to visit your house? Would that be, like, is that a Canadian thing to do, to visit the neighbours and befriend them? I guess so, right?
Maybe.
This one did it in a plane. So, a jet pilot from the Canadian Air Force aerobatics team smashed into a house, killing the crew member. Yeah, just like, oh yeah, how's it going? They were on tour to boost national morale. Well, nothing boosts morale like a plane in your house.
Yeah.
During the pandemic. The thing is, like, his co-pilot ejected, but he didn't end up ejecting. So one person got out, the other one was like, no, I don't want to be rude. Yeah, I'd rather say hello, you know.
Yeah.
You can't knock on someone's door with a plane and not be in the plane.
Yeah, this isn't knock and run. This is a friendly hello.
Yeah, this is just a friendly neighbourhood plane.
Yeah.
Officials in Kamloops, about 320 kilometres northeast of Vancouver, in the West Coast Canadian province, said the jet hit a home, sparking a fire. Oh, he set fire to it as well. That's just rude. A photo posted by local television, CFJC, showed at least one house on fire. That's good, isn't it? At least there was one house on fire.
Yeah.
And maybe there's more, but maybe they weren't houses. Maybe they were flats. I don't know. Seemed to be rather a vague thing. Rose Miller lives directly across the street from where the plane hit. She went to her front window when she heard the roar of jet engines and then a massive crack. And she thought, is that sonic boom? So she decided to go outside. Which she could, you know, she might have thought, she might know what a sonic boom sounds like. She probably played Street Fighter as a kid, right?
I mean, it wouldn't have been a sonic boom, though. I'm going to go investigate that.
Don't think so. I think it was a plane smashing into a house.
Yeah. Well, it would have to be going...
But maybe it was going so fast it broke the sound barrier. Maybe that was like the pilot trying to ring the doorbell.
Got to be 700 miles an hour, isn't it? That's the sound barrier. Or something. That was probably the Concorde thing. I think it could travel just over 700 miles an hour, and 700 was the sound barrier. I think. I still don't really know what the sound barrier is. Is that where you're traveling? You're going faster than sound, and as such, it gives you like a round of applause on the way out.
It fucks off. Sound just gets the fuck out. And in doing so, explodes.
Yeah, I don't get the physics of it.
Yeah, it's just sound. Know what I mean?
All right.
But everyone knows what sonic boom is, right? Obviously. Yeah. So she had a look outside and she saw the plane smash into the ground. Oh, so it was before the plane smashed into this house that she heard this boom. Oh, loud bang. That could be a sonic boom. Better go outside and check. She said, it looked to me like it was mostly on the road, but it just exploded and went everywhere. In fact, I got a big, huge piece in my back garden. Cops said it was the ejection seat. How's your day been, Miss Miller? Well, thought I heard a sonic boom, saw a plane crash and explode, and found an ejector seat in my garden.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, all over the begonias.
Yeah, who says self-isolation has to be boring? Get live air show right in front of you. Yeah, it's a pleasant story.
That's
but
good.
Speaking of houses on fire, in Stoke-on-Trent, a half-naked man covered in burns was seen fleeing from a house. A music studio. He is half-naked, covered in burns, running out of a burning building.
A music studio?
Music studio, yeah. So the track they were making was fire. You know, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
And then he just spontaneously combusted. Didn't come out on fire. He was already burnt. So he was burnt, put himself out.
Yeah.
Then legged it, I guess.
I'm going to go for a run.
I need to cool off.
Yeah.
I need a breeze. That's what I need. And it's not windy, so I'm going to make my own.
Shock, maybe?
Maybe.
Is that a thing?
The thing is, I thought you would come out on fire, but he's already burnt, so he must have, did first response on himself.
Are there other people in there?
Out and then
Is he running to find help?
Well, he went out. Sam Jordan was first on the scene, and she said, "We rang fire engine." Good.
We rang fire engine.
Thanks, Sam. She does go on. I saw the guy standing there half naked with... It's very important that he's half naked. It seems like a weird detail to give. With burns all over him and... Alright, this is Amazon invading my house. I saw the guy standing there half naked with burns all over him and he was covered in smoke. He said to me...
Covered in smoke?
Me. There's people in there. I don't know how that works. It's just a walking ball of smoke.
Yeah.
But he said to her, didn't scream, didn't panic, didn't urge. He just said in casual conversation, help me. You know, there's people in there. Fucking hell, jeez, I can't. I put on some trousers, but I didn't have time to put on my Sunday best.
You open the door and there's a guy just covered in smoke. You just see his face peering out of it. Just, help me.
Help me. There's people in there. And then it escapes back into the car. Tragically, people tried to get back in, but no, they couldn't.
Oh, so people actually died.
That story. I'm pretty sure. I didn't look, but no one saved them, right?
Where was fire engine?
Fire engine was called. It was busy, I guess. We rang fire engine. In other fire-related news, a man has been warned that he faces a prison sentence after he admitted setting fire to a telephone mast. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be warned if you admit to arson, you could go to prison.
Might be tried for arson. Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently it's this belief that the current pandemic is because of 5G.
Oh,
right. There's that whole conspiracy theory that the bees, was it the bees? Was that 4G? I can't remember.
The 4G was killing the bees or something. I think there is some truth in telephone masts interrupting bees' migratory patterns or their ability to map, to do directions and all of that. Navigation, there you go. Fucking with their navigation. Yeah. I think there is some evidence of that, but the whole 5G thing is just like, it's all conspiracy. It's like chemtrails. Nonsense.
Yeah. But, this guy's fighting the good fight. He's just setting fire to it. And if you set fire to telephone masts, they'll give up their massive global plan.
Yeah.
Michael Whitty, 47, pleaded guilty to arson over the telecommunications mast in Kirkby. A number of attacks on phone masts across the country are believed to be linked to false claims that the 5G network is spreading coronavirus.
Every time you burn one down, two will grow in its place.
I don't know why, but how can you think that it's spreading coronavirus? Like, every time you think you're out of distance of 2 meters of somebody, just a telephone mast leans in. Just coughs on you. Let's be friends. Let's be friends by you dying.
It started because the coronavirus shit came about at the same time, or around about the same time that China launched 5G. And for some reason, people put 2 and 50 odd together and came up with coronaviruses caused by the internet.
Yeah, burned down the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, you can try. But people will do what people will do. People did it with speed cameras, didn't they? Like, there was a whole vigilante thing about putting bin liners over speed cameras.
I thought that was
like
quite
the people's
funny.
war.
But, yeah.
Yeah. But just like a weird, again, with justification. There's so many things you could do in your spare time.
It's still vandalism. And if you do it and you get caught doing it, then it's destruction of property still. Fair enough.
It just seems like a weird hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. just a weird spending of your time, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like litter picking, but with fines. I don't know. Don't know. It's a weird kind of thing. I'm knackered. Fucking hell, been up since like 3 a.m.
Yeah. How are you dealing with the with this week's heat wave?
Yeah. Fuck you. All right.
What?
To start off with, I had a thought earlier today, and I was like, you know what? Like, it is hot today. I'm gonna have a drink.
Right.
Steve said once, if you drink a hot fucking drink, then you feel cooler. I googled it. It only works if you're naked, Steve. You know that?
I don't do it. I was just told that it works.
You're just preaching bullshit.
What I do stand by is the hot showers.
Showering.
The hot showers work.
Yeah, but again, and obviously that will work a bit more because you're probably naked in the shower. But
yeah,
if you put clothes
probably.
on afterwards, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But you're fucked as soon as you put clothes on. Because the idea is, it made sense. I was like, I think I've got to look into this a little bit more. It basically, if you drink a hot drink, then it encourages sweat, right? And when sweat evaporates from your body, it cools you down.
Yes.
But when sweat leaves your body, it doesn't cool you down. So if you're wearing anything, it just soaks into whatever you're wearing, and that weighs you down more, and that cooks you more.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Steve.
Well, my thought was like, if you drink something that makes you sweat, you'll just have to drink more. And it's just this perpetual cycle if all you're ever going to drink is hot drinks.
If you're naked and in a dry climate, so no humid countries or humid states or whatever, then the ratio is in the favour. So you would sweat more than... You would cool off more than you would drink.
Right.
So it would be beneficial to do so.
Okay.
But if you're just sweating and the sweat's sticking to you or staying on you, you just get warmer.
I don't do the hot drinks. I'm not really bothered about the science behind it. I understand how it works. I don't do it. But I do the hot showers. Like the hot showers, like genuinely does like once you've had one and you step out into a hot environment, it instantly feels a hell of a lot cooler than it was before. And it stays like that for a while.
I just used to have lemonade. Lemonade was my big thing, or Mountain Dew.
I thought you had lemonade when you feel ill.
Yep. Always. Lemonade fixes everything, really. Climate change, hot weather.
5G.
Yeah, just everything. Lemonade. Oh, the bubbles help my soul.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is. But yeah, so yeah, pretty fucking hot is how I'd phrase it. It's so hot, I went to my car earlier and I found the shirt I wore in last year's heatwave on the podcast.
Oh,
it's still
the blue
magma'd in sweat.
Yeah.
My bastard shirt. Yeah.
Your bastard shirt. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. A blue flowery one, whatever it was. That brought us like, oh, it's pretty fucking hot. How are you dealing with it?
I'm all right. I've switched from jeans to shorts, so that helps. But like,
okay.
And we've got the hot tub fired up, and like, to be fair, it's been all right. This is the warmest room in the house, and I'm spending the least amount of time possible in it, except when I'm talking to you, and you just keep me here.
Great. Yeah, sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and I've got to have the curtains closed because of light. So
don't want any light.
Yeah, windows closed because of sound. So it's just
get that same blue.
It's fucking miserable in here.
It's a lovely environment.
Yeah.
It's miserable. Welcome to the podcast. Well, to cheer you up, I don't know if you know this, but President Trump has revealed his plans for a super duper missile.
Is that what it's called?
That's what he calls it. He claims it can travel 17 times faster than anything in the current arsenal.
Light.
The Pentagon refused to comment. So he said, this is his quote, and obviously he's famous for being fucking terrible on television or whatever.
Yeah.
In terms of words, he said, "We are building right now incredible military equipment at a level that nobody has ever seen before. We've got no choice. We have to do it. With the adversaries we have out there, I don't know. We have, I call it the super duper missile." Super duper missile. And I heard the other night 17 times faster than what they've got right now.
Okay.
I just heard that, you know, that super duper missile is going 7 times faster than all the missiles.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's great.
Take more than a little house in Canada to stop this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't give it to the Canadian aerobatics. Plane people. Whatever they would be called. Trump was speaking alongside some of the country's top military leadership, including Defense Secretary Mark Esper and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Gen Mark Milley. And I think they're saying that because nobody said anything else.
Yeah.
They didn't want to respond. He said, "You take the fastest missile we have right now. You've heard Russia has 5 times. I guess 5 times faster than their American missiles. And China's working on 5 or 6 times. But we have one 17 times. We call fire brigade. We call fire engine. We have 17 times. And it's just gotten the go-ahead. So watch out, world. Super duper missile.
Look, we're because we have to keep you up to date on what we're developing. We're gonna tell you about this missile, but please don't talk about it. Don't mention it.
Yeah.
Like
is it super duper?
It's where's Trump gone?
Sounds super duper.
Just turn on the TV. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I think it was the same meeting. You got some flack. I don't watch like news briefings, but there was people just commenting about it, so I don't know that much about it. But he was being criticised because he was unveiling the Space Force flag.
Oh right, okay. I haven't seen the flag, but I heard they had a flag, which is great because there isn't a Space Force yet. So
no, but there's a flag.
Yeah.
Step 1.
Yeah.
Been done. But he got loads of criticism because he breached loads of social distancing rules in order to unveil this pointless flag.
Okay.
So, like, there was a guy holding it, some guy, I can't remember, just holding it to show it, and Trump was like, no, I need to be in this shot. So he just, like, stood, like, right behind the guy. Shook his hand, and the guy's just like, please don't, you're gonna kill me.
It's just...
I'm gonna die now.
Well, why? I don't understand why people are complaining. It's like, well, do you hate him or do you not hate him? You do hate him, so you'd be happy if he died, if he caught the thing and he died. Great. So why are you complaining?
So he's got the super duper missiles. It's a danger.
Yeah.
You try fighting against super duper bombastic missiles or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
Oh, it's just 17.
In other less Trump news. We call fire engine. Similar to what we were talking about last week about a restaurant having mannequins, a South Korean football team has apologised after filling its stadium with sex dolls during a football match. Because they couldn't have an audience or a crowd, they just filled it with sex dolls.
Right.
People were very upset.
So it's similar to the restaurant with the mannequins.
Yeah, the restaurant thing. Yeah. But in a weirder way, I mean, what's strange, like, people are quiet in restaurants, that's kind of accepted as normal.
Yeah.
But if you're in a packed stadium that's completely silent...
Yeah, with the odd squeak of rubber in the wind.
Yeah, just people in the distance staring at you.
Yeah, shocked.
Yeah, just put you off your game. Just not now, please. In a statement, FC Seoul, which is in South Korea, expressed sincere remorse over the controversy, but insisted that it used mannequins, not sex dolls, to mimic a home crowd during its 1-0 win. Alright, so they didn't know it was sex dolls, is what they were saying. We just ordered, I don't know, how much is a stadium? 4,000? Something like, I think that's the O2 Arena is something like 4,000, is it? Or is it something crazier?
No, it's crazy.
12,
like a stadium, it's huge. Stadium, you can get like 20,000 people in.
20,000 sex dolls. If you get 20,000 mannequins, there's not going to be that many around, right? You're going to have to dip into the sex doll market.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, once you get them in like the top tier seating, you can't really tell. You can't tell the difference between a mannequin and a sex doll. You start with the really high quality things, and then they get lower and lower and lower as you go up.
So it just becomes unemployed people asking for benefits. But like, can you be a sex doll? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess for a football stadium. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Whatever it takes.
A football stadium full of people? I have no experience.
You have to stand still. Don't let everyone know that there's actual people here. It's not enough mannequins. FC Seoul said they were attempting to add an element of fun with the mannequins.
Right.
The team said they were repeatedly assured that they wouldn't
Find
be
the
sex
real
dolls.
person.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah. Or just for a football game. Like, surely you're enjoying the football match, right? Just focus on the game. You should be enjoying the game. You don't have to see that much in the crowd.
Why do they need to I don't understand why they need to fill the seats.
Well, it's just an opportunity to be silly, I guess.
Yeah.
But just, it's a weird... And if they were being upfront and honest and being like, yeah, we just filled it with sex dolls, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of okay, but they're like, somebody filled it with sex dolls.
Yeah.
We ordered, mannequins with dresses on and stuff, and somebody sent us all these sex dolls.
We want to be silly.
Our knowledge.
And we want to do it on a massive, very expensive scale.
We want to waste so much.
Yeah.
So much waste. You can't return sex dolls, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
The club's statement didn't directly address criticism of why it chose to work with a manufacturer that sold sex dolls. The K-League has advised players to avoid excessive goal celebrations. Did some of these goal celebrations include fucking the entire crowd? Please don't fuck the crowd. I think this is with regards to social distancing. Like, don't hug, don't handshake, don't spit. It's a weird celebration. And don't talk closely with other players on the field. But they're starting to bring football back in Korea, apparently. So, hey, it's a step towards normalcy somewhere in the world, I guess.
If you call that
Speaking
normal.
of normalcy, Well, football, I guess, a sport is normalcy, right? I mean, if it's filled with sex in the stadium, that's not too far from, I guess. I'm sure most football fans at most stadiums would get skull-fucked by the players if they were offered. They seem to be mad for that shit, right?
Yeah, sure.
Moving on. It's a lot of kids at those games, Nick. Okay. Anyway, moving on to other stuff.
It's a time-honoured tradition, son.
Teddy Sheringham smashed my throat. Alan Shearer fucked my dad's eye. Beautiful game. The beautiful game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had to get a tracheotomy. I didn't. It was bad. That's why I can't speak anymore. Yeah, but they'll never call me a glory hunter.
The hat trick was not what I expected. 3 at once wasn't fun. But we went on to win the championship.
Wow, Dad.
Yeah. Don't ever play a Vuvuzela near me. The memories. Golden goal, Gary Lineker's too much salt and vinegar, whatever, crisp reference, I don't know. Anyway, raping stadium crowds aside, back to normalcy. In Staffordshire, an amorous couple was found putting their lives at risk by having sex on railway tracks. They did get spooked by a train. Don't get spooked by a train when you're on railway. That's what you should definitely expect that, right?
Well, they didn't expect to see a train?
Well, they were startled by a freight train, is what it says.
Right. Morning.
Oh, sorry, very sorry. We'll move along, shall we? People love train tracks. I don't know why. Yeah, but there is a weird thing about train tracks. I remember when I was this was like GCSEs, so I must have been like 14 or 15. We went on a German school trip to Germany. Surprise, surprise. And we were in like dormitories, and it was me and like four other guys, and we broke out and decided to walk around the German town at night. And there was a train station where no trains stopped, but freight trains would zip by, just like ridiculously fast. And we weren't having sex on the tracks, but we were trying to like almost hug the train as it was going by, because it created a weird vacuum. Yeah, when I think about it, it's like we could have. So many people could have died. Yeah. But it created a vacuum where it sucked you in. It's going so fast. So we just stand by the tracks like that and kind of feel the. It wasn't sexual, but it was adrenaline, I guess, was what it was.
Seems.
So I can understand that.
Pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's many times there's so many things you look back on and you just go like, so many people should have died then, but they didn't. Everything was fine.
Yeah, you could have been on the news. I remember
setting fire to Christmas trees in parks. So that's don't start forest fires. That's like one of the first rules you learn from cartoons, right? We set it alight with vodka, I think. To be 12. This couple was having sex on a train track. And the article goes on to condemn them by saying, well, they caused long train delays in 9 stations, and this railway driver, a train captain, train
driver's the thing,
train
isn't it?
driver. I thought so as well, but someone questioned it recently to me. I started to question my life. Train commander, train friend. Friend of the train. A friend of the train said, in all my 40 years of working on the railway, I've never seen anything like it. People having sex. I've never seen people having sex. If a train had come, which I swear it did because they were startled by it, they would definitely have been killed. I guess if they mean if it snuck up on them, if one of them sneaky trains.
How does a train sneak up on? I'm always baffled by how people get hit by trains.
They go pretty fast. That's my only thought.
So people underestimate how fast they're coming at them. But you can see them for like ages.
On a straight bit of track, right? But tunnels and corners and stuff like that, I can kind of see. But yeah, more. And I get like, why are you on a train track to begin with?
Yeah.
Usually, unless you're a 12-year-old or whatever, or 14-year-old in Germany trying to hug the vacuum of death, then maybe you're going there because you're drunk or trying to get laid. Is it any different to sex outside? Sex outside's a big thing for a lot of people. Is it any different? Is it like it doesn't? It might not necessarily be because it's trains.
It seems thoroughly inconvenient, uncomfortable. Like if there's grass, just go in the grass. Like,
well, there's part of me that thinks it's like they're trying to reenact or role play those old 50s black and white films of the guy with the top hat and moustache tying the woman to the tracks.
Yeah, but like he was trying to kill her.
Each to their own, right? I
suppose.
Guess. Well, then why did you run away? Yeah, they could have been killed.
Yeah.
Fun fact: if you get hit by a train, you pop like a sausage. Apparently.
Wow.
That's what I watched in some weird documentary when I was younger.
So
there's a whole branch of the train line that's for shoveling up popped people.
Jesus Christ.
So, apparently smells like sausages. But yeah, you burst.
Fucked.
It's pretty insane.
That's crazy.
That's how I started my secondary school as well. Like, I had a DT teacher, and I think he was just trying to freak people out. Because, like, look at all this dangerous equipment. And he said there was one drill or something that had a key to unlock it or something that you put in. And he said, remember to take it out, because if you don't, then when it spins, it'll fly out at such a speed, your head will literally explode if it hits. And I was like, shit.
Yeah, it's a chuck. It's a chuck key. You turn the key in the thing to get the drill bit out.
Yeah, and because it's flat, it wouldn't penetrate your head. The force would just explode you, apparently. I don't know how true it is, but that's what he told 12-year-olds.
I mean, it's a good thing to tell them, unless it makes them want to test the theory.
Let's kill everyone. But he's also a teacher who really couldn't be asked to teach, so he just showed us Jaws all the time. Just watched lots of Jaws.
That is teaching.
Yeah, just for whatever plans you have in life, they will change and they will need to be bigger. That's Jaws, isn't it?
Yeah. Plus, it's just glorified babysitting. That's all teachers do.
Yeah, sure. Some.
Moving on.
Did you have good teachers? I don't think we've spoken about. I had a few teachers who were really great.
Yeah, I definitely had.
They definitely changed.
I definitely had some
mentality.
Yeah.
10%.
I think everyone's had shit teachers, but you'll normally have one or two that you really like, kind of connected with for whatever reason.
Yeah, I had some really great teachers, and I had some. I don't know how I would describe it, but just kind of like a weird friendship with some of them as well. Like I didn't go to school really for the second year of my A-levels because I was doing lessons. I picked A-levels that I just didn't want to do. So I did like you did 4 A-levels, right? Or 4 AS levels and 3 A-levels or something. So like I did drama, which I was like, well, that's the one I want to do. And I was doing like business studies and maths, and I was like, I don't care about that, so I just didn't go to school. Yeah. But my form tutor was quite cool about the whole thing. Like I'd just roll up to school at like 2 p.m. and he'd just be like, he was this Welsh guy, and he liked acting. We were talking about, he just had a good adult friendship. And he was just like, yeah, I marked you down as in, it's all okay, all good, just have fun. That's just like, amazing. just got to be friends with people.
Yeah.
Probably why I ended up where I am.
Yeah.
In other news, a man who rescued a whale calf trapped in nets off the Gold Coast from a small boat may face a fine of almost $27,000. The man rescued the stricken animal on Tuesday morning as officials took more than 2 hours to respond. This is his quote. "I saw the whale and I thought, that is pretty cool. The rescuer, who asked not to be named, told reporters, then I saw he was in the net and I thought, that is not cool." So he took off his shirt. Very clear-cut thinking about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Whale calf, good. Whale calf in net, bad.
Yeah.
I'll go save it. He took off his shirt, donned his swimming fins, and dived into the water and cut the baby whale free. Because it was just struggling in a net and it was getting injured.
Yeah.
But because he was fucking with anti-shark nets, like, you're not meant to do that because then sharks come in. Or you're at the shark net, so you're going to get attacked by a shark.
Right.
And it's kind of like vandalism, I guess, right?
Yeah, I would have thought that it would have been like destruction of
fine.
property.
Yeah, but like to save...
It doesn't bother me.
I don't know why, but I assume whales are endangered, right? So like, you'd feel that there'd be a waiver of some kind. And I think there is. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
The man had already released the whale when authorities arrived, drawing a cheer from a crowd that gathered on a cliff.
Yeah.
That guy's saving that not cool situation. Hooray! While he was hailed a hero, he's risking a fine of like 27 grand.
Oh.
He said his closing statement is, I'm in trouble. I was going out there to see whales. It was an expensive day, but whatever. You pay the price sometimes.
What a dude.
Yeah, so chill about the whole thing. I came out here to see whales. I saw a cool whale in a not cool situation, and now I've got a not so cool fine.
Yeah.
Whatever, life goes on. I did read recently, I think there was a fundraiser for him to pay the fee, and then the fee was dropped, and now he's donating that fee to some charity or something.
Right.
So, happy ending for Australian dude.
Yeah.
And lastly, from me, Volkswagen have been horrified by their own advert. Oh.
What?
Seems like a weird... You can't create something and then become horrified by it, right?
Yeah. I know, it's disgusting, isn't
company.
It? You made it. Yeah.
I know, it's fucking disgusting. So there's an amorous couple having sex on a railway track and then fucking get smashed by a Volkswagen train.
Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah,
you want to buy a Volkswagen?
Supposedly racist adverts, which I tried to figure out. The only thing that makes it a racist advert is that there is a black person within the advert. It's a guy walking near a Volkswagen in like a jovial, silly way, and like a hand comes in from out of screen and picks him up and moves him and then flicks him into a cafe or something. And then it says, Volkswagen. Now, obviously, this is a massive white power thing. The cafe was called Petit Colon, which is apparently French for little colonist. So maybe it's a French advert, and he flicked him into a colonized cafe. I don't know. And then they said, when the word Der Neue Golf pops up on the screen, you could really see that racial slur. What racial slur can you make out of Der Neue Golf? I mean, if they're trying to think of the N-word, there's quite a lot of letters missing.
Yeah.
And they don't appear in that order. It's just, I don't understand, but Volkswagen are horrified. It's weird to be horrified by your own self when you are already a corporate entity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. I'd need to have a look, adverts. But I can't. It's just more people being outraged about nothing, isn't it?
Well, just people finding something.
Oh, is this racist? Can I have some points, please? Sure.
Well, I guess it's just people being stupid. But at least be, makes sense in terms of what it is you're angry about and what it is they've done wrong. Are you upset they had a black person within an advert and that black person was picked up by a white hand? Seems like it's very complicated. But the thing I found funny was that they horrified themselves.
Yeah.
So, got to be careful with your marketing campaigns that you don't self-horrify.
We're disgusting.
Self-remove the advert.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking stupid.
But yeah, that's me this week.
All right.
All right.
A woman in China has sent 1,000 kilograms of onions to her ex-boyfriend to make him cry. Said after they broke up, she spent 3 days crying and sent onions to him after finding out that he couldn't give a shit. He didn't.
Let's see if he gives a shit after he has a shit ton of onions.
Yeah, like, and there's a picture in the article of him just looking at like 8 sacks of onions, just like confused.
I don't feel like I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I just feel justified in the ending of the relationship.
Yes. He said he broke up with her because of her over-the-top behaviour. Yeah.
I broke up with her because she had quite a lot of baggage. About 1,000 onion bags worth of baggage.
Yeah. She just loved onions. And I didn't like onions.
Loved crying.
Yeah.
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 I can post it to you. It's another weird thing of, like, you should... I guess she was trying to win him back. Look at all the onions I can find, you know? Like, trying to encourage emotional vulnerability? Maybe? I don't know. What are you trying to achieve? You're trying to, prove to you that I spent money on giving you a message that you've already understood.
Well, it's just
and
like...
left me because of.
Who cares? Like, oh, that'll show him. Why will it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some joy in the randomness of it that she may have enjoyed, and maybe that was part of her thing. I think
that's why you send it, because you're like, oh, it's a bit wacky, but then it's kind of sad that you didn't just move on with your life.
Yeah, well, some people need to compartmentalise and perform an action to put an event behind them, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think there's a whole thing of... on a simple note, like deleting someone's number from your phone. You know, it's like, oh, there's meaningful behind that. You can do that and send 1,000 onions. It's good for local farm growth.
Yeah.
Who knows?
In other news, Peruvian Mayor James Torres was arrested after breaking curfew rules to drink with his friends. He was found by police lying in an open coffin in the street pretending to be dead.
Don't have to social distance if you're dead.
There's pictures of him, and it's like, and guys like just standing around looking at him like, you're the mayor.
We know who you are.
Yeah.
You're not dead, mate. No, but I don't want to get caught drinking. Okay. Let's bury him to maintain the illusion.
All the people in his town have said, like, he's not implemented any kind of rules or anything. He's done very little to give a fuck about the whole coronavirus thing. They're all kind of like choosing to distance themselves just based on what the world is doing, while he's like not giving a shit.
While he's drunk in a coffin.
Yeah. Yeah. The police said it's not exactly clear where he and his friends were drinking or why there were open caskets there.
Well, they recently got that delivery of good PPE, didn't they? So just like, fuck it, leave it in the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must be strange to have like absolutely no leadership. I mean, like I said, I don't really pay attention to it, but must be strange to be in a situation where you're watching on the news about the American president talking about they've got super duper missiles. Meanwhile, your mayor's drunk in a casket, being like, should we get super duper missiles? Should we be worried about the super duper missiles? What do we do?
Yeah.
Let's just stay indoors and hope everything's fine.
Well, I'm gonna go and get drunk. So maybe you do the same.
Fun times.
In wrestling news, The Undertaker has addressed the rumor that he's terrified of cucumbers. He said, "I'm not terrified of cucumbers. I just don't like cucumbers." So there you go.
It's not an irrational fear. It's just a dislike.
Apparently, I didn't know. There's been some weird rumor for years that he's scared of cucumbers.
Which it sounds like he is, to be fair, in his address. Like, I'm not scared of them, I just
don't like them. He said, right, if there's one in the room, I'll probably leave the room. I'm not going to run.
Yeah.
If they're whole, that's
like
one
them
thing.
To the point of revulsion.
If they're whole, that's one thing. But if they're cut up, no. So I don't know if it's like a smell thing, or if it's just like we knew someone that claimed they were scared of ketchup.
Right.
When we were in uni, I think, which I always thought was bullshit.
I don't remember that one. I remember a woman who was terrified of bananas.
The one that was scared of ketchup was also the one that overdosed on Feminax.
Okay, I think I remember the overdose. I don't remember the drug. So, okay, she's afraid of ketchup, was it?
Apparently.
Fair enough. To be fair, I always wanted an irrational fear. I wanted an irrational fear of something like carpet stains. Just so that you walk past an open doorway, like, clap faint onto the floor. He doesn't like carpet stains. Carries Vanish with him everywhere. Freaks him out.
Yeah. And finally from me, Florida woman, #Florida woman, loses towel, gets mad, sets fire to shed. There's
an opening chapter. There's a story of progression within the middle, and then there's a grand finale.
There's more. Following an argument over a missing towel with the woman living in her shed, Robin Hamilton set fire to it. She's since been charged with attempted murder, arson, and animal cruelty. Sheds, animals.
Okay.
But she argued
there's a woman living in the shed and a rhinoceros, a white rhinoceros. Fuck it. Where's my
apparently,
towel? Fuck you, burn alive.
Apparently the woman who was living in her shed had dogs living with her. So when she set fire to the shed, she was, I think, like, the woman that was living in the shed got out, but the dog didn't, or the dog ran back inside for safety or something like that, and ended up dying, which is not nice. But it's just it was just a very nonchalant reveal that there was a woman living in her shed, and that wasn't the headline.
The fact that she burnt her alive.
Well, and she says that the towel had sentimental value, so you can kind of understand.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. I read another Florida woman article just before we started about Florida woman went to a bar, because some bars have reopened in her state or whatever, and started trying to kiss people, then and failed. Then she called the police because the bar wasn't practicing social distancing, and she made that phone call in the car park while she was being restrained by the police. So the police are just like holding her down or whatever, or surrounding her, and she's calling them to complain about all the people that are here that the police can see are there. So, meth. I'm going to put it down to meth.
Yeah. Well, it was. Yeah, I suppose that there is meth in Florida. And Florida was the place with the bath salts epidemic or whatever, wasn't it?
Oh, right.
As well.
Yeah, probably everything.
Yeah.
Everywhere you can get drugs.
But
so yeah, fun week.
But that's me. That's me done.
Yeah. Just heat wave and random silly stories this week as people start to get back to normal, but not like, I think everybody's kind of getting to the point where they're getting used to it and they're kind of bored of it now. Yeah. It's been getting there, but now that we're here, it's kind of like, I imagine a lot more people are breaking the rules and just fucking doing normal stuff, so news starts coming in, I guess. Yeah. I think people are kind of just finding ways around things, or they're kind of relaxing the rules as far as they feel comfortable doing so. Like they've said, we can go out more now, so people are just kind of taking advantage of that. Yeah, but I think as well, just with the heat wave especially, it's just like never thought of it as a heat wave, but yeah, fucking hell. Yesterday was pretty hot, but today's fucking hot. Yeah. So this is like the first of the hot, so it's obviously going to get hotter, isn't it? Yeah. Fun times. Very. Yeah. So yeah, figure out some stuff, some news pieces. Ended that contract with sadness. Yeah. that couple nearly got hit by a train. I think that's us.
Yeah.
So I'm at Nick Snip.
I am at Sing It Steve.
Yeah, we're at Pulling Teeth Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and we're at Pulling Teeth Podcast on Facebook.
I'll let you do that bit now, because I don't know what order you have to do things in for your animation. Just
those three together.
You can email us at wisdom@pullingteethpodcast.com with questions and articles and just anything, really.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you want to watch a video version of the show. And much like Joe Rogan in September, you can find us on Spotify.
This is true, yeah. We're already on Spotify.
Everyone went fucking mental over that.
I don't listen to many podcasts on Spotify, but it seems like an interesting move, to be fair.
I set it up last night so I could start making the switch, and it seems fine. It's just annoying.
Set it up last night?
Yeah, I went on and subscribed to all the ones that I'm subscribed to on the Apple thing. And it seems like everything's there. So. Oh,
there are lots of people. Is it because that podcast is moving, you're going to use Spotify more?
Probably.
Or is it loads of people are moving?
I don't like using. I don't want to use two apps. I think that's the kind of behaviour they're banking on as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I will still use YouTube, but I don't use Apple for that much.
Well, that's the thing. He's taking full episodes off YouTube.
Yeah.
So you'd have to.
But they'll be.
But they're putting them on Spotify.
Yeah, but like the YouTube shows that I already watch are staying on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll still watch the Spotify video, which I haven't figured out how that works yet. But I'm assuming.
Well, I don't think I'm
assuming it doesn't already exist.
I don't think it's a feature they've introduced at the minute. They're probably using Rogan to launch it.
Yeah, probably. But the anti-Joe Rogan fans are always fun. It's the same as the anti-Jordan Peterson fans.
Yeah.
Just people get really weird about, and I've been on that side of the fence, I guess, with One Direction and stupid things like that. But it takes another weird thing to try and rally people,
Yeah.
Oh, who cares that Joe Rogan's moving? It's just an interesting thing.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing because everyone was complaining about YouTube when YouTube was demonetizing everybody and people were losing money.
Yeah.
And now seems to be another option.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting development. It's an interesting change in the.
As far as I was concerned, I was just like, yeah, good for you, dude. It's like $100 million in your back pocket. You don't have to worry about censorship. You don't have to worry about demonetization. You don't have to think about all the stupid fucking rules that YouTube put on everybody now. Like, just fucking, get on it. Well done.
Well, that's the big thing for me is that, the no more restrictions that we've seen at the moment. Because, like, little things, you couldn't watch other YouTube videos for a certain period of time in a certain context, or you'd get removed, your channel would be banned.
Yeah.
It's like, there's this weird, so YouTube trying to increase their control of, people's channels, and then it's nice to see that, well, there's an alternative coming out, so be interesting to see what Spotify does with it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because, if you're not afraid of getting pulled off of YouTube, that means you can watch as much YouTube stuff as you like on your video podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
There's different music licensing options, maybe you can play music because of Spotify, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing to watch.
I think if it leads to them introducing like a much broader spectrum kind of video platform as well, rather than just having podcasts and long form stuff, like that would be a very interesting competitor.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing is the advert system seems different on Spotify if you're going to do it for free, but maybe they'll change that up. Like, I think Spotify for free has adverts that are like almost 3 minutes long.
Really?
And you can't skip. Like, it's like it's like a whole song worth every 15 minutes or something like that.
Right.
Which wouldn't work for podcasts, so I don't...
But then that's similar to radio, isn't it?
Yeah.
To like commercial radio.
I think that's how it was based on.
Yeah.
But so I imagine they have some kind of option to change it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens either way. Still like the same price as Netflix, kind of. I think it's like £10 a month.
Yeah, well,
for Spotify.
We pay £15 and it covers the both of us. It's like a family account thing. I think we can have up to 4 or 5 users on it or something like that.
Yeah. So seems like it'd be interesting to follow, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, people just being contrarians, I guess. And we've got the website, pullingteethpodcast.com, where you can find all of our episodes and highlights and stuff like that. And all of our other details.
Yeah.
If you're interested in giving us a look. And we've got an Amazon banner that I keep on forgetting about. But an Amazon banner, at the top of the page, if you would like to support the podcast and you buy stuff from Amazon anyway, you can always just go to our page first, click on the link, and continue to do your shopping. And they will send us a kickback, which will be interesting more than anything else, rather than looking to see what happens. It's like, it'd be weird to see if Amazon does anything and whether it verifies us anyway.
Yeah.
So that could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times.
Sounds good.
Cool, I'm going to cool off.
Yeah, I need to get out of this fucking room.
Stop baking.